just been chairing a really great session called Tuning Up Tenants' Voices, which is looking at how organisations are gearing up following on from the social housing white paper to include tenants' voices more in their structures and make sure they're influencing what organisations do. So we had an officer and a tenant from two organisations, Yorkshire Housing and Stockport Homes, and they were both talking about how they are exploring and involving tenants more in response to that white paper and in response to all of the issues around building safety. So Stockport Homes in particular talked about what's come out of the building safety agenda, and Yorkshire Housing talked broadly about how they're multiplying opportunities for tenants to really get involved, and their tenants forum that actually is part of their governance structure. The key challenge is actually making sure that communication is key and making that communication really straightforward and simple to get tenants engaged, multiplying the opportunities that tenants have to be engaged, and making sure that it's from the top all the way down. People really know that it's important that you listen to tenants. So one of the examples was actually when anything goes to board, their board papers have to say, well, how have you spoken to customers about this and what's their thoughts? What I'd like people to take away from today's session is to recognise it's a journey about getting people involved, to recognise that it is about organisational culture. It's got to go throughout the organisation. It's about respect and listening and responding to tenants. And alongside that, that's how we'll break down stigma. And I just, you know, that's a big part of it, actually tenants feeling that they're listened to. Obviously, today's session was a great starting point. It was all about sharing good practice. In terms of actually listening to and challenging yourself about how you respect tenants, a great guide would be CIH and See the Person's It's Not Okay, Tackling Stigma in Social Housing. And there are lots of opportunities, I think, to get involved with CIH and actually learn from this, because we do have tenants involved as well.